working?
No, just my mic doesn't work. Uh,
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, there we go. Oh, I have never done an interview before, so this is gonna be interesting.
I've never been interviewed before outside of work, so
Ah, Jesus Christ, MCC, don't blow my ears out. I love how the intro to Master Chief Collection is just so loud and you can't change it. And I have
I
headphones.
think it's the only thing in this game that is not tied because I think it's just like a little video image they play, rather than it being something tied directly to game sound. Could be wrong. I haven't experimented enough to find out,
Yeah,
but it's definitely an interesting experience turning it on.
I'm just picking out some things. Where do I want to start? Here, I'll start on the rescue, because that
Let me
is.
do something really quick because I just realized, like, you're sitting here talking to me, like, let's play through this together. And I just had the epiphany that I'm playing with the developer version and I'm not going to be able to play with you. Um, yeah, I should have thought of that. It
That's
shouldn't
all
take that
good.
long to download.
No.
Or I hope it won't. Wasn't that big of a. C wasn't that big of a mod.
No.
Other ones are bloated, but.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's proportional to the increase in graphics for every game, I suppose. Halo 2 is a bit more than 1, obviously, or C. Then 3 is more than 2 by leaps and bounds.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and then Reach is actually about the same as 3. Uh, that wouldn't surprise me too. That's not surprising too much, considering they're basically running on just modified, better engines.
Real quick, one thing I really did enjoy, like this is one of my personal favorite of the custom stuff you added, was the Halo 2 original battle rifle.
That is made by, I think it's the CE Plus team. They were kind enough to let me use it,
It
and I am all the more happy for it because it's such a fun weapon.
it's so great. It's the one thing I really wished Halo 2 had, like when it, full released.
Yeah, that single shot battle rifle, I'm glad they eventually sort of spiritually brought it back to the DMR, but I don't know, nothing will ever compare to that E3 style Halo 2 BR you see in their demo.
Yeah, just the
And never again.
sounds and reload. There was a lot in the smoke and mirrors that was really cool. You brought
Uh,
in the brutes from that, didn't you? Or you got that
Yeah,
from somewhere?
again, CE Plus team does a lot of nice things, and the fact they're willing to share all those assets with me is great. They're very nice people. Them and the BKMT teams. If you've seen any like Vengeful of Adam or any of his work, it's people like him.
Oh yeah, I've watched a couple of his videos.
They're great, and they're more than willing to like share all their progress with you, with on anything they do, which is nice because not a lot of people can be very guarded about the content they make, and it becomes a problem. Bungie especially was very guarded about it. You know how long it took us to get editing tools for these games?
Oh god, I can't imagine.
Um, Here we are. I think two decades after Halo 2, and we can finally play with the engine.
Jesus.
If you're willing to invite me, it is all downloaded now. I should be able
Okay,
to play with you fine.
there we go. I just figured playing through it is a lot easier to comment on and a little relaxing. I guess not as.
You'll forgive me if I take things slow. I'm gonna probably like pan through this and grumble about bugs that cropped up. This mission especially, this was the worst offender because it was my first time doing anything outside of just regular tag switches, um, which is what a lot of the rest of the mods I made and other things are. They're just I went into a globals file and I looked for Master Chief. In this game, he's called Cyborg,
He's
and
called
I scrubbed.
Cyborg?
Yeah, in this game he's called Cyborg. There are a number of iterations for him. I think if you play the first level of this, you'll see I decided for fun I'd let you play with the Macworld version of him.
Oh yeah, whenever we played through it, I don't think, yeah, we didn't record that part because my buddy had tested it ahead of time. And he's like, yeah, we're not Marines in it, so technically for the challenge it wouldn't count. But it was really that was really fun playing through. Just that third person as Mr. Cyborg Chief.
Yeah, he's called Cyborg in that, and he's called Cyborg for a lot of them. A lot of variations of Chief in that. I don't have my CE tools ready to go, but there are tons of variations of him. I think you can find him on YouTube. I think, what's his name? General Kid? General Heed? He switches his pronunciation over the years, and I always remember calling himself General Kid.
I remember that as well.
He did this very nice comprehensive videos where he showed the slow evolution of Chief from that 99 demo to the final iteration, like the famous Marcus Leto model that everyone knows and loves from the final game.
I was so entranced I forgot to start the game. I do a little work in Fallout modding, like New Vegas, and so just hearing what it's like working with a different game and how that is fascinating to like compare how sorting through files, what it's all called.
Yeah, Halo works on, I'm pretty sure, for people who don't know, Halo works on a tag system. And so you sort of compile these different tags together, and those will become the culmination of your level. So you'll have things called biped tags, which are, well, like those little guys you'll see down there.
Yeah.
But they're animated through AI tags, and it's a lovely combination of work. That door was a very late addition. I think
Really?
that's the last thing I added. Oh no, the last thing I added was the waypoint marker. That's because I had one player, or I had a couple friends I had tested this. The first one, we're standing here, we're looking at this very cool Magnum. First thing he did was he looked over the edge and he jumped off it. And he walked right over to the door and started killing people. So he skipped all the fun parts leading up to it. Also, that Pelican up there, before I forget.
That's the one you can ride?
There was a time where you could ride it, and that same tester killed himself, restarted the level, saw the Pelican flying overhead. I'm going to keep saying Falcon because I've been thinking of Halo Reach for so long.
You're good.
He hopped over this wall, which at the time didn't exist. It was just the trees, and there were no rocks here. So he ran over it, noticed where it was dipping low, and did a grenade jump to hop onto it and get in the pilot seat. Then he flew it around through the door and broke everything, and I clipped out of the map. So a lot of work went in to make sure he could never do that again. There was a very, very early version of this level that you could have played, I think, if you were on that mod for maybe the first week of it out, where there were no rocks anywhere, and it was just a nice scenic area. But I started placing them around, so I wanted to go doing naughty things and breaking the level. Because I was completely new to scripting for Halo, and I had no idea how any of this would play out.
I understand that. I felt that.
This is my first attempt at anything. This was my first attempt at anything.
So it was really enjoyable. We had a good time, even though I had to step away to deal with Space IRS for like 5 minutes.
I'm going to show you some things you guys missed, because I hid a couple Easter eggs around this map. And I figured I might as well show some people them, because most people don't find it, because it's a very linear on the surface level.
Oh shit, I forgot. The reload button's really weird. What is it? God, I don't even know.
There was a lot of fun grunts here. Oh, it's nice hearing all the Marine voices again.
Oh yeah. So what got you into modding Halo of all things?
Well, I love Halo as it is, but this is going to be a really goofy story. So me and my friend were playing Halo 3, and at the time there's a mod called Halo 3 Enlisted. He loves playing as a Marine. So he said, we should play it. And we decided to. And the day we started playing it, they released that big dig site update for MCC, and it broke all the mods.
Oh.
So we had nothing to play, and the Enlisted guy didn't update his mods. So I sat down and I thought, you know what? I've had experience modding other things. At that time, it was just games like Europa Universalis 4, Hearts of Iron, and then other games like Total War Attila and Total War Napoleon. So I think I'll give it a shot, see what I can do here. And that was an odyssey to eventually recreate Halo 3 Enlisted. It took me it took me a couple weeks to figure out what I was doing. And I sat on my laurels after that, very happy with my work. Until eventually I came around and realized that I should probably do something for CE2. Or CE. TE2. Whatever. I spoke. And that ended up being a lot harder than Halo 3. With Halo 3,
I imagine CE is a lot harder. I imagine CE, since it's older, it's a lot more rudimentary.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking A. Can't speak.
Well, when I first did the Halo 3 mod, I was very unambitious. So that first iteration, the one that no longer exists, thankfully, no one wanted to suffer through it, had no health bars, had no higher jumping. So if you got to certain areas on the level, you'd have issues, like you couldn't hop over stuff. Ammo didn't display. If you tried to dual wield, it would create this infinite glitch of getting more and more weapons in your backpack. So a lot of work had to go into that.
How many weapons do you have? Yes.
Oh, it was great. It was awful, but it was great. And so when I came around to Halo C, I decided I'd try and be a bit more careful. And the first thing I noticed was the flinching, and it was a back and forth for a very long time to keep the flinching in, and eventually it won out by virtue of my friends liking the challenge more.
It's a lot. It makes each combat encounter really interesting, because you can't just tank the damage like you can with Chief. And it also makes it also made it a little frustrating when you're dealing with the Flood.
Oh yeah, Flood's great in this mod. It's actually very terrifying. In 2 and 3, it's not the same, and I'll lament it. At least for dealing with him as a Marine.
I was a little worried I just set that Marine up.
That's what I'm talking about.
You croaked anyways. I was gonna say that flamethrower, it's a bit of a tangent, but that flamethrower, right? Originally it was a sniper rifle and a battle rifle up here.
Oh, I can see how that would immediately just remove...
It removed all the
difficulty
from the level, so my friend suggested I make it something cool, so I thought a flamethrower would work. And it did.
Oh yeah, I was super excited when I found that flamethrower, and then proceeded to die immediately.
So we can proceed down there through the door, but I feel like I should take you on a little adventure first around the rest of the map, or we can save it for after we've beaten the main combat zone, because I don't... Ah, there's a timer. Never mind. I did put a timer on it, because I was copying a lot of Bungie code at the start, because I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh my god, I did not realize this. If I crouch with the Magnum, and I move forward...
Yeah, T-posing that is the bane for this mod. Everything has like every mod I made for Halo has its one issue. In this it's the T-posing. In Halo 2 it's the boarding. In Halo 3 it was the jumping, and then a lot of the really janky sideways movement.
I remember a lot during the campaign when the Chief is like replaced with the Marines. there were just times where, alright, it's time to go up into the Truth and Reconciliation. T-poses.
It's because it's trying to play a custom animation, but
that doesn't exist.
It doesn't work, so it just goes, nope, you're done. Before you kill that sleeping grunt, come with me,
I'll there's a sleeping grunt?
Yeah. I noticed you guys missed it, or you may have missed it in the video, but there's a grunt sleeping in there, and because I wasn't very good with trigger volumes or anything of the sort yet, I figured the best way I can get the next segment to play is just have the player kill an enemy that there's no way they won't kill. And that's a little grunt in the middle of the hallway. He just appears out of nowhere. He's the only way the rest of the area will start, and if you don't do it, you can just sneak past him. All the brutes won't spawn in, none of the combat will spawn, and you'll just be kind of stuck there.
That is a really clever way of getting that done.
Oh yeah, a lot of this is, I'd call it smoke and mirrors just for the sake of it, but...
I mean, this actually came out, so...
Yeah. Oh, a lot of these things were like dirty little tricks I played to get things to work. For instance, I didn't know how to set up Marine allegiances yet, so they're all set to player rather than actually the Marine team. So you can betray them to your heart's content on this level, and I think all of my Halo C levels, and they won't shoot at you. At least the custom ones, and the main ones they still will, because
Yeah.
that's scripted by Bungie, and they're smarter than me at points. Eventually I figured out how to do it right. But the other big bane was those, for this level at least, was recorded animations, because that
Yeah.
Pelican at the start, that's me flying it.
Oh.
What you have to do for Halo C, and only Halo C, to get vehicles to move around, like not of their own volition, not with an AI, for cutscenes, for other cool stuff like that, you have to fly it yourself and record yourself flying it, then play it back in engine. So it's hyper frustrating.
That sounds so tedious.
Yeah, and if anyone ever wonders why I don't make more Halo C mods, kind of why.
I'm hit.
Oh, it's Johnson's voice. I forgot that part. But there's a weapon here if you come up to him.
What the fuck?
Secondary fire is the cool part.
How do I do secondary fire on this shit?
Grenade button.
Oh, there it is. Oh!
It comes out of your abdomen, but I thought it'd be cool to keep it in anyways. It is a grenade launcher assault rifle from the beta builds, and it's awesome.
That's so cool. Say on my end, it just appears to the right of my shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, I think if I stand right there, you'll have an issue. Oh.
Oh, this is so cool. I wish we had gone exploring.
Yeah, there's a warthog up there. That was just because I think it's the rocket hog, but I ended up, because I never thought I'd use it again, because I thought this was only the only mission I'd make, and then I made more, so that was a bit of a moot point. The other thing is another hidden enemy with another hidden weapon, or a couple hidden weapons, I think, on the other side in a hidden waterfall area on this map. This map's great. This was the beta world. I think you mentioned that in your video. You can do a lot of things with this. I didn't do much, because I didn't know what I was doing at all.
Yeah.
What else is there to say about this level? I think this is the only time I used brutes. I had them, and I thought they were really cool, and then I just never used them again.
It was an interesting choice. It was fresh.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, because you're so used to killing just elites in here, and then you have the big motherfucker over there.
It's a cool culture shock, I guess, for Halo C.
Yeah.
You can find those same kind of brutes if you play the CE Plus mission Canyon. They did a very good job with that. Much better at scripting than me. I wish I had taken their scripts and looked at them. I should have asked, did not. So I got to try and figure out how doors work from that just through reverse engineering. I ended up never figuring out how they worked in Halo C, and I didn't actually end up figuring out how they worked until the last level I made for Halo 2, and even then it's really janky.
Yeah, when in doubt, look at someone else's shit, and if anything, reverse engineer that shit.
Oh, I noticed you guys, when you were playing through, you guys had the assault rifle and shotgun, which is what you should have. I like those weapons, they're cool. But for the record, I'll just say the shotgun doesn't actually have a flashlight attachment in the base game. It's only the assault rifle. No, I had to put that on manually. That was probably the second biggest headache. The first biggest headache was the assault rifle itself, because it doesn't actually fire like every other weapon, and this is completely modified. You'll notice that in this, it's firing directly from the barrel of the gun.
Yeah.
This is a special effect. So rather than, when you're shooting this gun, and every other weapon, it's just, how do I explain this? If the bullet is coming out of the gun tag itself, rather than the firing tag, because there's a little firing tag, which is just the little muzzle flash, and then you have the bullet actually come out of the gun. In this specifically, and only for this assault rifle, the bullets are coming out of the firing effect. So that's why when you do something like this, the bullets aren't really following the gun so much as the flash of light. I don't think that follows it the same.
No.
And the reason I did this is because I noticed, and I think you probably noticed too when you're playing, when you get really close to a surface with most weapons, the bullets curve to the left a bunch.
Yeah,
They'll curve into a surface.
Because I remember when we were playing through it, we would often crouch to get better accuracy. Or I'm not sure if that's the same thing, but there was points where like,
He's friendly, buddy.
oh yeah,
I called him Arbiter because I know he's supposed to be a commander in this game, but
I've never
here are
actually
the
gotten so up close to them without them ripping out my insides.
you can see him in all his low poly glory. But here's the other
Oh.
weapon. This is the gravity rifle, and do be careful with it. You hold it down to
Holy
fire, and you have to
shit.
release it.
I'm afraid.
You have to be very careful with the release.
What? That's why.
Well, it's gone now, but what it can do is it fires this big fuel rod gun arc, and it can do a lot of damage. It's pretty cool.
And I just blew it up.
Yeah, you can come back and try this on your own time, or we can reset a checkpoint. I don't know where it was. Oh god, I don't know how I set checkpoints up for this level. I didn't really understand how they worked.
Yeah, I was holding it down. I was like, why? Why would I need to worry about the release? And then it just exploded. Because I was literally about to say, why? Is it going to blow up? And then it did.
I don't know why they cut the flamethrower from this game, I'll be honest with you. It's pretty cool. You get the steam effect when you hit it with water.
It would have been really great for the flood section. Because especially with all the little, the buggers or the spores.
Yeah, buggers in later games. That's an actual enemy type in the files. It's the drones, but they called it buggers. They couldn't do that for release though, because it's a naughty word in some countries.
Yeah.
Fun little facts like that, but you have to live with them in the files.
So speaking of the shotgun, I'm not sure if you know, we did it a lot in the campaign, but whenever we would reload, we would crouch.
Yep, because of that bug. That persists in every game till Reach, and ooh, it's annoying. It's because they never really have the Marines reload the shotgun, and if they do, it has to be from a completely emptied, completely empty. It's devoid of all shells.
Yeah. Because one thing I noticed is that they would load it from the bottom, and so we assumed that, you know, it was an older, animation, I suppose.
Can't hide from me.
So, yeah, it's
There's-
just this really, for some reason, yeah, there it is. There you can see you're aiming a bit to the left, and it doesn't do things right. So, I was gonna say, that's a kind of a crappy thing with the shotgun. It exists in all the other Marine
Ow.
animations. I avoided it in Halo 2 because I had to use some very cool custom Marine animations made by Echo 482, who's a modder, and those work much better for the Marines. But I only
I was literally about to say, be careful, I think that's gonna go off.
yeah. What was I gonna say now?
We're talking about the shotguns, that Echo 48.
Those animations desync every time, and it's just annoying. So the best way to get around is to crouch. Crouch, crouch, crouch in every game up until Reach. And then the Marines could actually reload a shotgun correctly, so it was a non-issue at that point.
Oh shit.
These little guys... oh, goodness, I
They're
can't
also
believe
from the beta, aren't they?
it. Yeah, they are. They were, I guess, proto-jackals. I forget what they... oh, they're called slugmen.
Slugmen?
Yeah,
Ow.
they have an official name in the lore now. I know 343 did a whole content thing about them. But they're slugmen in the files, so slugmen they will be.
Honestly, this rifle is really good. Like, the shit slaps.
It only appears in a little Easter egg for this mod, but there are plenty of other mods where you can play with them for real. Oh, did I do it, or did an enemy spawn in here? Or fail to spawn in and come out? Oh no, there it is.
I was saying,
Ooh,
did I
red
blow
flare.
them to Kingdom Come?
Yeah, this is also me flying, and you... oh, you guys missed it, I think, but I hit the rock when I was flying the vehicle. Also, if you get in this animation too, or it'll break the animation, and it becomes an issue. So I had to be very careful with all of this. 1, 2, 3... I think I'm done, because I freeze.
Because I know whenever we got in and did everyone else die? Oh shit, I can't move.
Yep,
Goodbye.
and that this great bug. I wanted to show this because I think you guys missed it. Is a lot of times when you get in a vehicle, especially a Pelican, and it's I'm not very good at scripting, so sometimes you'll get in it and it won't put the other person in. Cool chapter title for the load-in. This was the worst. This was the worst for recording animations, and is why recording the 3 Pelican flights for this, I think, took me about an entire day because
Oh my
was
God.
bad. I didn't really, and the landing zones are very, very tight.
I was about to say, I remember when we were playing through this, I could have sworn I was ready to see those Marines just fall off.
Yeah, I had to fight very hard. The reason these rocks kind of exist here is not for ambience so much as to keep them from falling to their death.
That's the way you do it, yeah. All right.
So, real quick, because I just threw a grenade, what was it like coding that? The delay with them throwing it.
Firing!
Was there any issue with that?
We say the delay for like the Marines throwing.
Yeah, because what? Oh, man, shit, wrong button. What button is it? Oh, that's burst. Oh, I didn't know the submachine gun had burst.
So if you're asking about the Marine animations themselves for the delay on this is just baked into their animations. It's very cool. It's the reason that I do a lot of these weapons in third person. So I've gotten a few comments like, why not make it in first? Looks better in first. Yada yada yada. It's because I like the Marine animations. They look very cool and don't really work when you're in first person.
Yeah.
There's a big delay as he winds his arm up and does something very dramatic.
You can't hide from me.
I was able to be very lazy with a lot of the animation. And I think for all my mods, I liked keeping the Marines as close to their base game counterparts. I noticed another commenter on your video asked, like, why do the Marines have shields? They don't. It's called armor. It's a set value. It just uses the shield bar because it's not like they made an armor bar for something that doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's. I remember getting that. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's game code. Ducking.
Yeah, these guys are pretty hard set. Like, it's 50 shields, and then you've got your health. But they call it armor because it's a different material. It's not like shields, so these aren't affected so much by plasma. Great for the player. Otherwise, it'd feel really weird getting melted so quickly. Go delete jump scare, because someone said this. I think one of my friends said it was missing something. So. Oh, this mission had a lot of things where someone would say, oh, this is missing something. Originally, it ended right when we got to that little red area. It was done.
So we would do this section, the next section, and just go down there and it would be done?
Oh, no. So we'd go through this section, you'd fly over there, do the next section, then you'd fly down there, cross the bridge, kill the final enemies, done. Then one of my friends said, needs to have more. It's boring. It's too short. And so I made more. And that's where the final fight comes in from.
I remember the bridge battle was really tricky for us.
Yeah, it's a very tough experience.
Yeah, especially trying to keep any of those Marines alive.
And most don't survive, especially on
the transport hog. Oh, he just blew himself up.
You can see him flying down there, play fighting. I think that's what it's called anyways. They can't kill each other, they'll just
Oh shit, I never noticed those vehicles flying by.
Oh yeah, that's a... Oh, what is that called? I think they call it a Kestrel in this game, but it's basically a precursor to what... I think 343 would design it more as the Wasp in their games.
Yeah.
But it functions basically the same as a Wasp. It has
Shade.
It has rockets, machine gun, and it only appears here in this. Marines can fly it. They don't, because I didn't feel like placing it down and having people realize that there's an actually invisible wall up there, nothing else. A lot of fun cut vehicles from this game.
I remember reading the description of the mod and how how you had suggested playing. You have 2 modes of this, right? You have easy
It's
and
easy.
then Elite. Stop killing! I'm doing an interview. God damn it! Jesus.
Thank you.
But
Easy, and then there's this, yeah.
I think you had said that you didn't think heroic and legendary were beatable. Is that right? Or am I misremembering?
It's not as beatable. I didn't think legendary was very beatable. I thought you're gonna have your work cut out for you if you play on heroic.
We did towards the later end. The
Yeah.
library was, I think, arguably the hardest time we had.
I did library testing with a friend of mine right before I caught COVID, and I can remember that night, or it was the night I caught COVID, because I remember feeling progressively worse as we're going through this level, and we never even finished it. Oh, there I go.
Don't worry, it happened to me.
I got progressively worse over the 3 hours we spent playing through it, and then eventually I felt bad, and I said I didn't want to play anymore because I think it was like midnight.
Oh god.
So we stopped on like after the elevator ride to the top floor and called it quits, and then never returned to it. Library is beatable, but it's not a fun experience.
I remember it took us 2 attempts, because the first time we got to the one section to where you're ambushed by the flood on one side in a very, very small space. And I think we only got through by the... Oh, goodbye.
Yeah, we just encountered this bug. I knew we were gonna get it eventually. This happened so many times to me and a friend. I don't know what causes it. But I am stuck like this until you stop flying. There we go. I guess I'm gonna be your sniper support for a bit. Until I inevitably decide I want to jump off the bridge to save my own skin. Also, the first time music appears in any of my custom levels.
Oh yeah.
You don't notice it till it's gone.
Oh, goodness. Oh yeah, the transport hog. Is that also a CE plus edition?
That's a cut vehicle, actually. They
Oh, really?
Bungie made that, and they just never included it in the final build.
I can kind of see why.
Rocket Hog, Transport Hog, and there's another iteration of the Chain Gun Hog that are all not present in this, or in the final build. But they were all made.
There's just something so satisfying to this battle rifle. I will never not stop saying that. But
I wish I knew the exact person who made this. All I can say is the CE Plus team, but they did a fantastic job with these weapons.
there's another question I had. Oh. I have minor notes on things I wanted to bring up.
Right. Well, when you're not being lit up by elites, feel free to pull out your notepad. Okay, let's see if I can.
Oh yeah, what part about making the mod was the hardest, if I haven't already asked that?
Well, it depends on what section. For like just general gameplay, it would definitely be the assault rifle, because well, as you can see, having all the weapons not be able to fire around the corner was kind of an issue. So I wanted to have that effect going. But the issue is Marines can't do that. They just register as there's no bullets in this gun, and then they won't shoot. So I had to make a separate assault rifle that the Marines use, which is why they drop ammo packs when they die rather than the assault rifle.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, if you'll notice, if you're sadistic enough to kill your Marines, or the Flood AI for that matter, you'll notice that they don't actually drop assault rifles. They drop ammo packs for the assault rifle, because the AI cannot shoot the assault rifle how I have it set up. Which is, was a big issue. I tried to mitigate it as best I could by hiding extra assault rifles around base game levels, but it's kind of it's a never-ending battle that I don't think ever worked.
Yeah.
As for making these custom missions, definitely flying vehicles. I got the hang of scripting pretty quickly once I started to understand more and more of it, but actually flying the vehicles through segments is just miserable.
From what you've been able to tell me so far, that sounds miserable.
Especially because vehicles like the Pelican, I don't think they were ever intended to be flown. It's just, you have those nice little moments, and I'm sure there was someone in the Bungie office all those years ago. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do this to save yourself the trouble, because we might be soft-locked if I don't.
Oh no. Just hop off, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this in the future to save myself the time.
Oh, I think that's actually gonna hit me.
Oh, you would.
I'm just that... Yeah, I know this is suicide. You're hanging out with me.
Just that lucky.
Yep.
Thump this.
Oh, I didn't know you can head down here early.
Yep.
Oh, what was your favorite part about making CE Infantry?
ODST segments. ODSTs are not natively in Halo CE, so getting access to the custom model to have them in, and then making the special levels with them, just was cool.
Oh, there's those
I
ammo
guess-
packs you were talking about.
Yep, there they are, and you'll notice you can't pick up their weapons either. Kind of a bummer. But you guys never ran into that issue, because infinite ammo, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, we're like... I think I didn't decide on the infinite ammo, but my buddy was like, well, if we're playing as the Marines, they have infinite ammo. I was like, oh, okay.
And keeping it statistically accurate, you would if you were an AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, for people who are playing this mod without...
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
I was wondering when
I'm
that was
gonna-
gonna happen.
If you wanna... I'm gonna kill myself here. If you jump... Or I'm gonna jump off the bridge here. If you go into the back room, that red spawn, I think it might register as safe. Other than that, you're gonna be fighting through quite a few enemies.
I think it'll be far enough.
This bridge is very finicky about how it defines safe area. And I was never able to get it to fully accept the idea that I was safe.
Fuck.
Oh, is that one of my testing Marines? Yeah, I used him to test some animations. When you're flying around in the Pelican and you're going over to the second bridge, an animation plays where the Marine puts his finger up to his ear and he's like calling in on the radio. And you can't see it really, and he cancels out of it pretty quick. But I felt the innate need to put it in, and this was the dummy I tested the animation on.
Jesus. I think I can kill them all with 4 bars of health. But no, we really enjoyed the ODST. We were not expecting that, or at least I wasn't. And they look really good to whoever made them.
I wish I could give him credit off the top of my head.
I'll do some digging. Or... I'll figure it out eventually. They'll find this somehow.
Oh, Steel XB is, I believe, the person who did this.
Oh shit, not again. We noticed a couple of times. How much did you add? Oh, I'm fucked. How much did you add to the base campaign in terms of custom?
Very little outside of, well, the thing that inevitably set me on the course of making custom missions, which is that moment in 2 Betrayals where you're at the spawn and suddenly a bunch of Marines pop in with you to help you out.
That was amazing, by the way.
That was my first foray into scripting anything for Halo, and I just wanted to have a couple Marines follow you through the opening. So that was a bit of work, and that's the first custom bit. Other than that, I think I put a Marine as a reference to Marvin Mabudo, his dead body.
Yeah. Hey, not...
Originally he was going to be an AI, but for some reason the AI would just T-pose at you, and I had to play through the whole level to test to see if it would work, and I started to get really frustrated, so I said, you know what, sorry Marvin, you're a dead body now. Oh.
That was the worst throw I've ever seen of all time. But
I figured something would.
No, we
Or-
really. Yeah, I famously called Marvin Chip Stubbo because we could not remember him for the love of God.
Yeah, Chip Stubbo, he's a favorite. Aussie Marine. Well, not that I know we're supposed to be talking about this mod, but for Halo Reach, I spent the better part of a couple days importing all his lines into Reach's engine, which took a while, but now that he's there, very satisfying feeling.
Oh shit.
Other than that, I think I didn't add too much to the base game outside of those Marines and ODSTs later on. And that's just because I was always very wary of breaking the original game code.
Which is understandable.
I don't know. I'm not like some of the other guys like Ruby who will religiously tear apart the game and put it back together. I was very wary of breaking stuff.
I get that to the extent. Okay. Fuck.
Even on normal, this bridge fight's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It's not like I made it any easier in co-op or even harder. It's even miserable for someone in solo.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Well, is there anything else you have to say about this mission before I skip to the next one before we're stuck here forever?
Okay. Hunters in the hunters are really easy to kill if you just take a battle rifle to the back of the head because it has the same effect as a pistol.
Yeah.
Final segment, please. I know people are really excited for the idea to use the rocket hog to kill those two Covenant troop transports. Don't. When Bungie made it, they had it designed for the materials so it could only really interact with bullets, not rockets.
So what happens?
So if you just shoot it, it does no damage.
Oh my god.
So please use the chain gun. There's a reason I put the chain gun Warthog down there, despite you having every reason to use the rocket hog. And even just use an assault rifle, it's pretty deadly.
Alright.
Other than that, Drenel appears on this mission and is really easy to kill because you can splatter him in this.
That's that big guy, isn't it?
Yep.
I think that's what. Granted, my buddy, his footage is somewhat scuffed, but I think that's what ended up happening. He ended up running him over on accident.
I never saw fully from the footage, but it did look like that's what happened. So if you want to see this level, how it's actually supposed to play out, watch your video, or watch the video you guys released a while ago. Because that's much better than, it doesn't have me stuck up here. Also, be very careful of playing this mission co-op. Always have your buddy getting the seat on the left, not the right, because for some reason getting on the right breaks it.
Yeah, it's only now whenever we're not recording it for the challenge that things break. One video that we did not, the one mission we didn't finish was guerrilla warfare.
Okay. This is gonna be fun for me because I'm supposed to be working on a spiritual successor to it for Reach. It's gonna be my first ODST mission, and it's because my friends all really hate this mission. I have one person who's commented on how much they love that mission, so I'm gonna make it the in-between and see if I can make it nicer this time around. This is a very tough experience on heroic and legendary, and I applaud anyone who attempts this mission on legendary because I made it hard.
It was really hard. I think we did attempt it on heroic. And there was one part, I still have some of the footage somewhere, where there was I think it's the prototype jackal, I forget its name.
Oh, Slugman.
Slugman, where they just appear on the cliffside, and since we only have, since we only have the pistol and AR, it was a struggle to hit them. We found that really challenging.
I made this whole
Fuck,
mission.
god damn it, why do I press the wrong button?
I made this whole mission in the daytime and switched it to the dark at the end, so it's It's very funny to actually try and play through this in the nighttime.
Do the Marines actually have some melee animations? I can't recall.
No, they do not, but they still perform melee damage. At least base game. Some people have made modded Marines that do melee animations. But they also are really cracked and move really quick, and I didn't like that. Because, I like the challenge more.
Yeah.
So, no melee animation, but you can melee.
Say this. Yeah, the mission is to kill the 3 targets.
Yep. I was very lazy with this, mainly because I spent about like 2 weeks on that the bridge mission. I was so burnt out, and at the time my idea was I'm going to make 3 missions for each of my 3 mods. And I just this was out of obligation.
Any secrets on this map?
Some hidden weapons like sniper rifles, rocket launchers, fuel rod guns. For something where I wasn't very committed to it, I did take the time to hide stuff around. Maybe because I only spent about like maybe I don't know how much time exactly, but I know it must have been. I can measure my time on like a wristwatch and how much time I spent scripting, and it was not very long.
I don't know what I expected there.
Oh, he can chase me. Forgot about that. Will he?
He's behind you.
Oh god.
Don't laugh at us. But no, we found this to be very interesting. For how simple it is. It is just you, and you have to make do with what you can find to deal with all these guys.
Yeah, trying to make it again for Reach, I'm struggling because I was shocked to find out Reach doesn't actually have an ODST pod in its files. I'm trying to look for a custom one.
Now that I think about it, you never see them. They're always on the ground first.
I thought I could ambush him. So many patrol points. I didn't have to script much, but I did have to set up a bunch of patrol points for the enemies. These guys walk around I think these guys will walk all the way up to that area and down to the beach again. And it was hard to make it without them running into each other. Many iterations where they did, so they're really spaced apart far, and then the patrol points are also spaced apart far.
I'm trying to think of some other. Do you have a weapon that you liked tweaking to fit the mod?
It's more like I like the ones that worked where I didn't have to do anything more than to make it and be in the third-person camera button and or like set that flag and then be done with it. I mean, I liked making the assault rifle at the end of the day. This is really cool. I lament some bugs for it, but it's just rough around the edges, and it's the only thing I spent a ton of time on. Oh wait, he's about to walk off.
Right.
I feel like I should kill.
Oh my
what?
god.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like I should kill a grunt or something, grab its plasma pistol, then try.
Speaking of.
First patrol group made for this mission, and I remember at the start because I had a bunch of testing stuff on this mission for how I wanted it to go. One of them was like have a tank spawn in eventually, and they would spawn in here, and if these guys were still alive, they'd just headbutt directly into the tank and die. And it looked really weird. Oh yeah, actually, on that topic of weird things that only appear in previous builds that no one will ever see. So, in 2 Betrayals, right?
Right.
Those Marines, for the longest time, they would spawn in during the cutscene. And that was an issue because they would register the monitor as hostile and immediately start gunning him down in the cutscene.
That's funny.
So there were a lot of versions, and I was frustrated with it for the longest time, and I figured I might just have to leave him in. Where it would just spawn in, and there would be, you'd see Sergeant Stacker and a bunch of Marines burst forward through the camera screen, and, like in front of the Master Chief, or I guess in that case the Marine, and just start shooting Guilty Spark while screaming at him. It was great, and I should have left it in just for the comedic value, but no, it kind of broke the cutscene, and sometimes they'd friendly fire and kill the player.
Oof. Oh.
So, no, you don't. Yes.
Oh, thank God.
One checkpoint. I was very cruel in this, wasn't I? There's only 3 checkpoints on this level, and they're for each commander you kill.
Yeah, we'd have issues where we'd fall off and die, or where we would slip and slide and die.
I don't know if you found it, but in here there's a certain toy that repeats itself from the last level.
And then there's another AR.
Yeah. I had to place them around in case someone wants to swap it out, and then it disappears and you can't get it back.
That's one thing I always wondered about Two Betrayals, because I like the Marine Edition, because it answered my question of, yeah, the Marines we came here with, where the fuck did they go?
I have no idea where they go. They just disappear in that base game.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a lore explanation. There might be, for all I know.
Who knows? But that was always one of my things of, yeah, we just never see a Marine again.
I added those Marines in, then for some reason I added in a bunch of ODSTs in the later section. There was supposed to be like sniper support for you while you fought the Covenant and the Flood and that one big valley area. I forget the name of it. But what they do is a lot of time is they just jump off the ledge and die, and it looked really bad.
I think I have a clip of that where we were just so surprised because we looked over to the left. It's like, what the fuck? And then ODSTs just looked at us like, he jumped. We totally didn't shove him.
I think there's another patrol over here. Look at me not remember my own work.
It happens.
I'm pretty sure I made this in November. I don't remember the exact time frame for each of these, and I had to come back to it because there's a dropship I had flying around, and it only really appears and drops off troops in a little bit, just because one of my friends complained the level's not didn't look dynamic enough to them, and it didn't feel like there was anything going on. So I put the dropship in as a way to make the world feel more alive.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the dropship would freeze in place and not take off. Also, there's this cool thing for people who didn't know about it.
Oh, we didn't find that.
It is a cool little warthog I had flipped upside down. Supposed to be a Pelican along with it, too big for the area, so you get the warthog instead. This very much trivializes some of the elite encounters, but it's also really fun. And why not have it be fun?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Everything's so bright. That's because I don't. The map, the sky itself, and the light map are different. Because I didn't like this sky, the way the sky developed the night look. It would just make it look kind of dusky, not very dark, and I was not thrilled with it. So I went to a different map. I forget which one. I think it's the Two Betrayals lighting, which all comes from one side, so you don't have to see it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I was about to point that out a minute or so earlier. It was like, hey, does it look a little brighter, or is that just me?
Ow.
See, he's famous.
Give me some morphine.
Yeah. Oh god, no, my
C's
morphine
famous.
addiction.
Famous or infamous physics. There's a way to fix it. I did not touch it. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe because it makes some areas just easy to deal with. You know what? I like easy to deal with at some points. Oh, am I dead? No, I'm not.
No. That's surprising.
Also, there are, up on the top level, if we go up there, you'll notice that there are other... Excuse me.
ODST pods.
Other ODST pods, other... Oh goodness, I'm blanking on what the Covenant turret name is. The big Covenant turrets are stationary turrets.
The Shade?
Shade, yes. And there's some other weapons stationed around up there. I think there's a sniper up there, or in this area, for if you want to snipe that commander by baiting him out. these elites come at me one by one.
Isn't
There
this
are
the multiplayer map?
Yeah, actually, outside Spasm is the first map I used, and that's not a multiplayer map. That's just a cut campaign area that they used mainly for testing things in the end.
Oh, here's this area I was talking about where the slug guy is up there.
Yep. Obviously, it's influenced as the 1999 demo. Second level was Gyrophobia. It was a Gearbox-made level for this custom edition port. Ooh, here we go. Here's the
No, I
shotgun.
saved it.
Oh, never mind. Third time's a charm. And then this is Death Island, which is also a... Oh, yeah, look at that. Bait the commanders out here. Hey, Echo 419.
Is there anything else you want me to check out before we head over there?
Well, we're actually on a timer, fun fact, because eventually we're going to teleport over there. But on the top level, there are some sniper rifles and a hidden Pelican with, I think, just some basic ammo.
I remember we did find a battle rifle up there.
Oh. And I know there's a fuel rod gun over somewhere that you can use. All very, very good weapons. All fun to try out, but I think that's the extent of what I hit on this level.
I forgot the fucking physics.
Yeah, sniper's over here somewhere. Then you get the slug man looking down on us from somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Alright, there he goes. It's very hard to see against the skyline. I'm gonna... Oop, that was dangerous. Yeah, over here's the sniper rifle. I remember this because I used it to cheese a lot of the testing. I was just there to make sure the scripts work, not to actually fight the combat for myself.
Oh, fuck, no. Oh, thank God. There's that infamous slide that's killed us so many times.
Fuel rod's not over there. Or maybe it is, and I just don't remember.
Oh, there's that left side shooting.
Oh yeah, there are ODSTs, I believe, that's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's ODSTs that spawn in down there. They die pretty quick, unless you're right by them to save them.
Say, I could have sworn... I was looking down there at the bottom like, did we bleed out over there? Oh, I have...
That's all. Yeah, oh, they disappeared pretty quick, actually. So I think at one of the two shades there is definitely a fuel rod gun. I will try to find one. And ODST pod. Oh yeah, there are two elites over here that aren't even aware that battle's nearly over.
Nope, found it.
Alright. Give it a whirl. I think this is the only level we can use it.
Oh my God.
This is the Gearbox Custom Edition version.
See, it looks really nice.
There is another earlier version from like the beta builds of the game. I did not include it mainly because it shoots like a sniper rifle instead of like a arced rocket launcher.
Yeah.
So you can basically shoot all the way across the map with no issue and beam anything. Instead I hid the gravity gun on that other level. That's what the one that blew up in your hands is called a gravity gun.
Ah.
What did I set the timer for on this? I didn't intend to set a timer, but I copied a bit of bungee code for getting the people in the vehicles at the end of the level, Halo. Level we're on the Halo ring. Fun fact, if you stand around for long enough, it'll just teleport you in there.
Really?
Yeah. I forget what the exact amount of time is, but I know it's a while. But it's only for the end of the game.
Yeah.
So I guess I understand why they did it.
Brace yourself. I can stick
Here
it.
we
I can
go.
land it.
Well, neither of us
Just
died,
like that.
but I call it a perfect landing. So let's see.
See, no one died
Oh no,
except
there
for
is. He
all of
died.
them.
They died. Oh, there they are.
They ran into the ocean.
E3 Sergeant Willie. Okay. Failing to hit them.
Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, no. There we go.
There we go. That works. Gotta make sure you're on the left side. Left side. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Left side, or else it's goodbye, my friend.
And for some reason, I forget to delete the waypoint marker here, so it just hovers above your head the whole time. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Been a while since I played through the CE mod.
Don't worry, whenever we get around to the second one, you'll be back.
Halo 2, Halo 3, all the great other Halo games.
4 surprisingly has no mods, or little to no mods.
4 has a very good engine, I'm told. The issue is it's also got the Halo 4 art style attached to it, and I guess not a lot of people like that.
Yeah. Because if you
So-
wanted to do anything, some people would have to change the whole... lot more
There
work
was
than
a-
it's needed.
Ooh, there was a guy who was making a whole bunch of assets for Halo 4 that would basically be conversions of Halo 3 and Halo Reach assets. And Twitter drama forced him to stop, so
Really?
that was kind of sad to see. I don't remember the full extent of what happened, but I remember coming into that Discord the day of, and he's like, "Yep, no more Halo work on Halo 4. I've had enough from Twitter." All right, we're not. We'll go with it. So instead, he's making a Halo 4 Minecraft mod. That'll be interesting to see.
That is definitely interesting.
Very cool work.
One last question. Out of all the campaign levels, which one did you enjoy working on the most, and which one did you hate working on the most?
Libraries hate.
Honestly,
Easy hate.
yeah. That was my expected.
Not because of any sort of thing where it's just like, oh, it's just a bad level. I don't mind playing through the library once, but it's so miserable to go through it, testing it every time to make sure that like the one Marine at the top spawns, and then he doesn't. So I have to go and I have to do it again, and again, and again.
And the library is not... it's not easy to play through.
Yeah, so even when I'm putting it on easy and just trying to run through it quick, it's just not fun.
No.
In terms of like custom levels, I had fun making all of them. Although I feel like I pulled my hair out a lot for the bridge battle level. And in terms of main campaign levels, 2 Betrayals was awesome. Just because I got to put all those Marines in and have them following you around. I would have had them follow you down more, but they kind of got stuck on a lot of the geometry for the descent down the big control room ziggurat.
We noticed that. I think, I
They-
forget what I named them, but I was like, "You not coming, boys? Okay, we'll pick you up later."
I worked through so many ideas to like maybe get him around. Like one of them was thought maybe I can give him like a flyable pelican. That'll be a cool way to like go in through the Banshee section instead of have it be a flyable pelican. And no, they wouldn't get in the pelican, and that didn't work either. So in the end, they just stay up there on the roof and secure the area for you.
They're like, "Yeah, they'll be back. They'll be back, right?"
In polite terms, AI erase, and they disappear when you go into the next load zone. Well, I think they reappear if you go back. Which is nice. Nicer than I treat a lot of the Marines in later mods.
Oh, I
They
can't
just
wait
go
to see
poof.
that. I think my favorite definitely was 343 Guilty Spark, just from the Marine aspect of handling the flood and that whole mess.
That was fun to test through. I think that's the first time I realized I was gonna have to up the jump height was when I got to the bridge, that little bridge they made out of Covenant boxes.
Oh yeah,
And you can jump up them normally.
we were
so I had to
struggling
change-
so long for that.
So I changed it to the point where you could just make it over without totally bastardizing the jump height to make it so you're jumping like Master Chief. And then I stopped touching it, but that was fun. That was a fun testing phase.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
It really is, especially playing on harder difficulties, and especially with skulls. It's just
Yeah,
the sandbox is great.
Sandbox is great. I like the art style personally. I know it's old and outdated, but looks cool to me.
It's just so like I don't know the word for it. It's just timeless, I suppose.
Yeah, something about it. They really captured it in a bottle. I don't know if Halo 2 or 3 really do it quite as well as CE does, in my opinion. Maybe it's just my own nostalgia, but I like that old. It's very Aliens, 90s sci-fi inspired, and it's got a lot of great influences in the art style,
Yeah.
which make it a pleasure to work in. Downside is the engine's old, and it was made before they had a lot of cool scripting data that you can do in the later games, mainly command scripts. You'll notice that I really like to go overboard with them when you get to the Halo 2. I saw you guys have like a little teaser for it, so if you ever get around to it, like you guys on what was it, Cairo Station, playing as the ODSTs, the cool model where you can actually lower your weapons. That was
I want you to know from like the footage we had recorded so far before my buddy, went off and joined the UNSC for all intents and purposes. We did so much with weapon lowering. There are so many bits to where we just stopped and lowered weapons. It just made our immersion a lot better.
Would you like me to show you something?
Sure.
Let me hop out of this. This might take me a minute.
You're good.
Pop open a stream in a second. Let me get my Halo Reach editing tools out, because I noticed you guys playing with the weapon lowering, and I thought on it. So I've been busy working on scripting something for Halo Reach. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a minute. I'm happy. I recently invested in a new computer after working on an old 2016 laptop.
Oh my
And that's
God.
what all my old mods were made on. So it would take about 10 to 15 minutes for me to open up the Halo 3 editing kits, which was quite a miserable experience.
I felt that from having played most of my stuff on a laptop, and then the laptop one day saying, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna open boss."
That laptop, I love that old laptop. Like, it was my workhorse for the longest time, but there was a while where it just deleted its own audio drivers. So I got really confused in the middle of what was it? I was playing Call of Duty Zombies with a friend. In the middle of playing, it deleted all my audio drivers for no reason at all. So I had to reinstall them. I was furious. And then it did it again. Never did it again, thankfully, but I also never really was too worried about it again. It loaded Halo 2 and Halo 1's editing tools fine, and honestly, playing the MCC is a great, like, it's a well-optimized game. It can run on a lot of things. I know a lot of people don't think it's the best optimized, but I can tell you that old computer from 2016 running with its 1060 graphics card and its Intel i7 7th generation processor was it was a workhorse, and it did its job. Run game scripts. Please, please run my game scripts, and don't kick me out of the BSP immediately. Awesome. Thank you, game. Reach has a tendency to get mad with me when I don't do things the way it wants me to. All right. Let me pull up a stream now.
All right.
Share screen. Screens. Screen 1. Boom.
Voila.
All right. So, Halo Reach editing tools. Ignore all the big red blips. This is
Oh my God!
it's a sword base.
I've never seen this from.
This
Never seen
is
the editing tools.
This is the fun like map editing tools. It's called Sapien. It's great. Now, right now I have some scripts running, so the player will. Well, the player's not. I can spawn the player in on my own, but this sets it to the right zone. Is everything running? But it also has a custom script that allows me to do this.
Oh!
So now, let me get into a nice spot. The player can now lower their weapon as a Marine, which is something they can't do for some reason in any of the other mods, because I don't think Bungie set up the combos to be usable by other character models, which kind of sucks. But here it is, it works.
Oh
It does
my
have some jank to it because I'll be honest with you, they were never intended to be used this way. The worst offender is that you can't crouch. Um, and for some reason, it disables crouching once you do it. It sucks. It's the worst feature. I've been looking for ways around it. But at the time of this, boom, boom. There's a bit of a delay. Boom, and you get the cool weapon lowering.
That's so cool.
Also, fun little ODST model. I put it in the files. He's called Rookie. He's my own little creation. I'm using a bunch of other assets from within the game.
So you
He
did
looks
really
cool.
good. He looks really good.
He's mostly using the same colors and gear that a base game ODST is, except for the addition of a cool little backpack and the removal of a collar area that makes him kind of look fat if you do things, if you look at him up close. This is the player model for this level. I don't know if you've. I do think you have access to the pre-release build, but on other levels you have a CE-styled Marine
Oh, I haven't
type
I haven't tried it out yet, but I was thinking about that.
objects. I mean, if you want, we can run through the compiled levels. Those are pretty much done at this point. So the stuff that you have in those pre-release things are just about done. They're very cool. The only thing that's missing is the custom voice work, and that's just a matter of getting someone to sit down and record voice lines, which is always a pain.
Oh yeah.
So this is a Marine. Sword base has a lot of errors on it. I don't know why, but that's not the issue right now. You have all these cool guys, but the player model for the Reach mod, if you're playing as a Marine, where's the variant set? Of course, I'm going to lose it the moment I actually try to use it or show it off. There it is. List. Let's open it up. Marine underscore player. And he doesn't have colors on this. Why doesn't he have colors? Units.
Damn you for breaking what I need to show it off.
Yeah, that's how it always works, isn't it? When it looks cool. There we go. Let's pull up a biped instead of scenery object. Scenery objects are for dead bodies. These guys are placed all over the place, just for fun's sake. This is a biped. Lovely guy. Don't know his name. I can give him one if I want to, but I won't. Variant name, list. This is the first game that has the list feature. Normally, I'd have to just memorize it from heart, but this is a UNSC Marine model. That this is what you would play as if you're playing through the mod.
That looks cool as fuck.
He's got the cool CE style
Visor.
eye visor, iPad. I give him the balaclava so you can, I guess you kind of identify him with him rather than have him be a face. I don't know. Faceless character is cool. Easier to identify with.
Yeah.
He's got proper padding with. For some reason, this label shows up wrong. It looks right when I'm in the editor. But this comes out right. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to look. It looks very good on this side, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice backpack. There are some other variants to him, but I think the main one is Marine variant, Marine Sergeant,
Oh.
and that's this guy only has a stacker voice line, I think. And this is the work in progress for what's going to. I intend on using this environment as the basis for a sort of remake of guerrilla warfare. You might be able to see why. It's a big open circle with areas where you can hide stuff.
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta go
This is
take
gonna be
care of
something
something
nice.
real quick.
All right.
Alright, I'm back.
But yeah, they're pretty cool. I really, really enjoy making mods for this game and for most of the Halo games, to be honest. Don't know if I'll touch 4 just for the sake of it's not got my favorite art style. And then the
This art
issue
style
is
is
the
very
Marines
polarizing.
Yeah, then the issue is that well, I don't like how the Marines look. The Marines look really goofy. ODSTs are completely removed from the game, and I wouldn't be able to port them in, as far as I know. It might take some time, but I could bring a Reach model over.
Oh yeah, I never realized that. You have literal other Spartans, Marines, but no ODSTs.
Nope, no ODSTs. This is the last game that I think one of the last mainline games that ODSTs appear in until Halo Wars. I guess you can count Halo 5 if you want to, but
But we
I
aren't.
won't.
I still have not played Halo 5.
I did actually. I bought it about a year and a half after release when it did its big Reach customization update. And it was fun to play with friends, but it is not a game where I will gush about it and say this is the greatest game ever made. It was just a fun experience with a couple buddies of mine.
Yeah.
What else was there? Halo 2 fun engine. Halo 2 Forward has these things called command scripts, which are something that replace recorded animations. You can still do recorded animations, but command scripts are just so much nicer because now you can have AI flying vehicles like the Pelican and the Phantom,
Yeah.
and they'll do all that work for you. So no more issues where where you'll notice me crashing into a surface or hitting a rock. You can blame it all on the AI. It's really janky, but it works.
Yeah.
If you want, we can run through that Halo Reach mod. I don't know if you have it downloaded or not.
I do.
Okay, well, it'll be fun. There's only 2 missions so far that are in a semi-complete state. I've used Call of Duty 4 voice lines as placeholders, so
Hey.
you'll notice them pretty quickly.
We'll just play on normal.
Yeah. This first level was fun.
Deal with the insurrectionists?
Yeah, you'll find out very quickly that this is a bit different than the normal Halo fare. I wanted to open it up a bit differently. Very different.
Yeah, very different. I think I got a comment like, oh god, a week at some point recently that was like, yeah, I want a Halo game to deal with insurrectionists. Here you go.
Yeah, you'll get a taste of it. As you can see, music now and
Yeah.
proper like little titles on the side.
Oh.
Then we transition. And cutscenes, a lot more ambitious than the Halo 1. Zoom in on the door. That was that took me forever to make. And it's still so janky because it was supposed to zoom into the player's helmet.
Oh
And
shit.
it would never do it. It would never zoom in on the player's helmet. So you'll notice some new Marine voices. Oh, hey, there's Ghost or Gaz, whichever one you're calling.
Same voice actor.
Yeah, it is the same voice actor.
Holy
He's lost his voice
shit.
lines, too.
Repositioning.
I haven't played Reach in a while.
You can see some custom
Oh
weapons.
shit. Oh, we can roll.
Yep. I didn't get to show that off when I was talking to you because I still had it set to sprint.
Yeah.
If you're willing to kneecap some of these Marines, you can hear some unique voice lines.
Why don't you shoot you?
Yeah, Halo 2 Marine. Female
That really
Marines haven't
hurts,
been
you know.
implemented yet, but they're pretty cool. Stacker is there. That is the Halo 1 stacker.
Sure thing,
I don't
I'll
know
take
why
it.
he refuses to talk.
You added an LMG.
That's not all. There's also I forget who made that. Oh, I can't pronounce his name. It's Capoodly Doodle or something. There's also an SMG by the VKMT team. They also gave a nice battle rifle and a battle rifle and a CE Magnum, which I only think is present on one enemy in this. There's also a familiar classic if you'll come up here.
See, I noticed the lay of the battle rifle.
The assault rifle, that is. Try giving it a spin.
Holy shit.
Nice nice assault rifle.
The CE, it's so beefy. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know why they switched it for the more paper shredder sound in Halo 3. I like the CE sound a lot better.
Yeah, it never sounded right in Halo 3. I was
Shame, because the assault rifle is my favorite
Light 'em
weapon
up,
in the
sir. I
game
could do this all
franchise.
day.
Oh yeah, also Chip Stubbo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a pretty beefy weapon. The LMG is also really fun to use too.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
He was right in my sight, sir.
I'm
You aren't
a
getting
big
away this
shotgun fan.
This game, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is probably the best you're gonna get in terms of animation out of it.
Well,
Disconnecting, desyncing and reach is a bit different than how it is in
They're shooting. Got
freeze you in
behind
place
something.
until everyone resyncs.
oh shit. Oh, good shit, good shit.
Yeah,
Chew on this! Here comes more of them! As this...
Oh shit.
Leaving it now.
Uh,
well, that was an experience.
I didn't hear anything go off.
I saw him throw the grenade and I kind of became aware that that was the end.
Take it!
I keep this for close encounters.
Fine with me.
You might have saw rifle back. Yeah, you keep the pistol in this.
Oh. I heard that a little too late. Oh, no, no, no. I'm back.
Checkpoint.
One thing I play Infinite off and on.
Hey, there's
I've
another
slowly tuned out. But they added the DMR back, called it the
Oh, yeah.
Bandit, took off the scope, and then eventually gave it a scope. But it's like a
Evo-scope.
Evo scope.
That's, I don't know. Not a big fan of that.
And whenever you're playing a firefight, they don't register as the same weapon. They're two different weapons, so you can't trade ammo.
Yep, it's because it's using... I assume that at its core, Infinite is still using the same old engine as the other games.
Yeah.
Or at least the same system. And so it's probably registering it as a different tag. Like, they have them set up as different tags. So, like, this is a DMR, and everything in this game will be attached to a tag called DMR. And I assume that they also have something called DMR Evo, or Bandit Evo, and they're two separate weapons, technically. So they don't actually swap ammo.
Is this... Oh, shit.
No more sniper.
What model is this battle rifle from? Oh, there's no ammo. That's why I can't
I believe
reload.
DK&T, they took that model from Halo 2 Anniversary.
I was about to say, it looks like Anniversary.
Who's keeping score?
I think that's where a lot of, you'll see a lot of models get ripped from Anniversary, because it just looks very good.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way.
I think I haven't included it yet, but I have a ripped Elite Honor Guard from Halo 2 Anniversary that I use in a bunch of other mods, but I didn't end up using yet for mainly because don't know where I'm gonna put them.
I lost.
I can understand that.
Rather lazy with this first mission, but I usually am. It's just kill all enemies essentially, but it's all
I
how
like
you
it.
dress it up.
Yeah.
It's eliminating insurgent camp rather than kill all enemies in area.
That's how you set the piece. Halo just feels so natural to play in third person, which is funny because that's how it was originally going to... Oh, fuck, I just fucked myself.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
crazy. Sometimes this feels really weird how well Halo translates over to a third-person like system. Okay. Oh, dude, I got blasted.
Don't worry, I will avenge you.
Do be careful because when the final wave swung, I was merciless. For some reason, I'm doing this.
I got one shell with your name on it, buddy. Just let me reload it.
I got you.
There we go.
Please let me lock on.
Ah,
There's a falcon out there. It's not friendly.
that went through it.
There you are, you bastard.
That went through the fucking falcon.
Yep.
Ow. I'm dead.
Yeah, he is missing in action. Very stupid. There we go. Okay. There's actually a lot of Marines in this, or enemies in this final area. Boom. I'm going to have fun taking them out.
I just realized we had a squad mate named Tiny.
Oh yeah, you can see the names. I cannot. For some reason, it only sets it so the host will see squad mate name.
That grenade bounced off 2 surfaces and nearly just killed me.
They don't turn into the other yet. Oh, whoa. Where's I getting shot from there? Oh, there they are.
Yeah, they're in the, Oh, good shit.
I'm gonna save this last rocket launcher for a special enemy. Also, this is the... I know you guys have played through CE, and I guess played through a bit too. Notice how you can't really zoom in with the third-person weapons. I don't even know if you've tried yet, but you can zoom in this with most of them. You
Yeah.
can't zoom in with the shotgun. This is the first game we can do that because they added in something called screen effects. And you can just use a screen effect to make it so it looks like it zooms in. And the caveat is it only works at 90 FPS, or not FPS, FOV or below, because they never really anticipated someone having over 90 FOV.
FOV's been such a weird thing. I've never understood. Oh shit! Fuck. Is that
Enemy
surprise you were
warthog.
talking about? That? Oh.
Yeah, and I just missed. Oof.
Oh no, you got him.
Oh wait, no, I did. Oh, I did. There's also an enemy with a rocket launcher down there, but I think I killed him. If I didn't, I'm about to find out.
Got it, man. Got full bag.
Question yourself in a few seconds on whether or not there's actually left. Because if there isn't, we're gonna. Yep, no, it's this. That was the last of them.
There they are.
You can see because our 3 friendly falcons fly in, I wasn't mean enough to make another wave.
That'd been funny though.
It would be. That'd be awful for whoever's playing it.
Oh wait.
Accomplished. Good work.
Hey, we go to the next one.
Investigate further reports of insurrectionist activity.
Visegrad.
Visegrad.
This will be a familiar area to you if you've played through the first game, or first original Halo Reach. And
That music's familiar. I don't know where from.
oh no. Oh, it's so if you remember playing through the Halo Reach campaign, when you and George go through the spire and crash the Falcon and basically kill the Marines and the crew with you. This is
Oh,
the music that this
yeah.
music that plays. It is a really, really short track. I forget what it's called. I know in the files it's called. For when they release a soundtrack, they give everything a fancy name. However, in the files, it's usually called M30OB or something like that. And you just have to sift through the sound file so you find the right music for you.
oh god.
My best attempt to make you nauseous through the AI.
I was about to ask, did you have to fly the Falcon in this one?
Nope. No, I did not. I'm so happy with that. Here's your Marine squad. Cool buddies. All of them got different voices. And then these are some regular army guys. Because I felt like showing off that they are different because one of my friends didn't realize that they were. So I had to be pedantic.
Yeah, it is. That is one of the things about Reach. Everyone calls the Army troopers Marines, and it's like, no, they're actually different.
Yep. So
Honest-
this was my first. Oh, you can go on. Tell me.
Oh, I was about to say, whenever we first
Did you
landed,
take
and
point?
I heard "Let's do this," I'm like, oh god, what's next? Assault Makarov's compound.
That'd be a fun one. But I only have the voice lines for Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 4, sadly.
You got it.
So no
Jeez.
fun stuff for the later games. Oh, while I'm here, I don't think these will make it into the final builds, but I might as well show them off. For people's pleasure, if you make sure to hold a rifle when you're doing this, not like a pistol, but hold down the armor lock button, then hit like WA or SD, whatever your move forward button is.
God, I'm trying to remember what my button is. No.
Whatever forward is and whatever equipment, I don't know. Mine is shift.
Oh, there it
So
is.
this is the emotes, and these are all cool animations Marines can play. They're very fun, so I felt like I'd leave them in, or at least show them off to people.
Oh yeah, they're really cool. I don't think I've
Unfortunately,
ever
I don't know.
seen, not this one. Come on. I don't think I've ever seen this one.
Oh, that is the taunt animation. I don't know if they use it very often, if ever.
I am about to say, Jesus Christ, the ambience right now with the rain is really good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very atmospheric.
Fun accidental edition. You can pick up an LMG here from this guy. There's also hidden LMGs around. I like the LMG a lot. Okay? Like the LMG and the CE assault rifle. Two really cool weapons.
The LMG fucking shreds.
Yeah. Another fun addition. Felt like as a Marine you had to be able to do this. Walk up to it and hold E. Or whatever your interact button is.
I got
Hey.
guns, those are mine. Dude, I'm supposedly fine to drive.
I don't think that dude's fine to drive.
Yeah. Fun. I felt the need to have the ability for people to run around the troop transport hog because they never get to, and the only time it's really usable is the cut version in Halo Combat Evolved. That's the only time it was really usable to players.
And I remember in Reach, you see it in action once
Oh yeah,
in
it
Sword
gets
Base, and
destroyed
then
by a raid.
immediately splattered.
It's go time.
Oh, this music. Oh shit! I cannot aim.
Yeah, it's not a very good system, but my enemy is public across. Oh boy. Are you dead?
No, I jumped out.
That's a smart decision. Troop transport hog is cool, but death sentence. But,
That
I'm
fucking
not gonna
music
show it
riff,
off.
though.
Yeah, combat with the elites. Forget what they actually call it in the base game. I think it's like loyal something is what it's called on the soundtrack of the game, but in this it's called M10 like 095. So it took me forever to find. The point rage about how Marty O'Donnell labels his music in game files.
There's just something so
There's a
satisfying as strafing.
after I put you through and see, yeah, giving people a lot of movement is cool. You can also do the rolls now. That's nice, although they're pretty useless.
Hey, they look cool. It's the rule of cool.
Yeah, that really is it. Rule of cool. You can ride in the troop transport hog. You can roll. If you have the armor ability, that one armor lock armor ability, you can. Oh goodness. And about to see probably honestly the worst addition to Reach, Marines being able to drive properly and
Oh
properly.
god.
How about you get out of there, buddy?
You are not safe to drive.
This guy followed us over here. This loyal little bastard.
I want to join in the fun too.
Covenant Carbine. Reach.
Oh shit. Oh, we got boarded.
Yeah. That's very competent.
Oh fuck.
Oh, well, there goes that.
Serious ass.
Ow. Oh, here it is.
Hey, you
Kinda
called
busted.
shotgun last time.
Yeah, only the reload animations work properly for Marines. And it sucks, because Marines are the only ones where the animations are broken. They work fine for every other race in the game.
Say, looks good. I also don't know why we didn't. I would have liked the carbine instead of the needle rifle.
But I feel like they just want to try something new for a lot of
Our
new
last game.
final things for Reach.
Yeah, I get that.
Also, aside for this mod, this is the first time I used a campaign like geometry properly, like editing it and doing scripting for it beyond just place Marine here. There's a lot more that goes into this, and I had never properly scripted zone sets before, so this is all very weird and janky to me. And if you ever play this with someone who really likes to run ahead of everyone else, you'll notice it because the zones will load and sometimes they won't teleport everyone forward. I had a friend who loaded the zones and teleported us all through the void and killed us.
That's lovely.
No.
Still up to you, soldier. Finish the mission.
Come on.
Oh, fuck.
Vultures in this game.
Hey!
Melee. I'm not dying to a grunt.
I was gonna say, do not pull that. Don't pull that moment of badassery just to die to a grunt. Honestly, the CE AR looks really good. It fits, surprisingly.
Yeah, I wish they properly included the CE in more games. My favorite variation of it's only in CE. Also, you ever notice that for some reason in all the other Halo games, except for Reach, the officer is red, but in this it's
Doesn't get any
burgundy.
better than
But
that.
this one it's orange.
Yeah, orange with like
Pretty good job
red
this
tint,
time.
red lights.
Very weird.
They realized, man, orange is not intimidating. Make it red.
They kept it red for all the other games. Went back to they're even red in Halo 3 if you ever find an elite major. Let me bring the Marines. They'll follow us on foot, hopefully.
Yeah.
We didn't notice in the last mission, but I have a lot of reinforcement scripts set throughout these in case people lose their Marines. Because it's kind of not the same if you're just playing through the Marine mod and then there's no Marines to hang out with. It is. The only reason they don't appear on levels like the library is because they wouldn't elevate them. And they also refuse to load a level other than the first.
Yeah. They are also very weak against blood. They are not meant to fight it.
I got 99 problems and that's one.
Let's see.
Ghost. There we go.
Seeing the spirit be able to fly around without me having one flying. Oh, chef's for some reason. Oh no, I think it disappeared in Halo 5.
I don't think it. No, it's just Phantoms in Infinite. No, no, it's in. I can't remember in Infinite.
Such a blur. I know the Phantom. Cannot tell the
Oh shit, that's the 3 brute.
Yep. Nice power armored brutes. They don't really display much blood. Nothing quite compares to Halo CE blood splatters though. So
No, that is.
paint the room of various different shades of alien.
You want to feel like you splattered everyone around and had a firefight? Go to CE.
This is a very beautiful level. I gotta admit, Bungie did a very good job, like with Reach as their final send-off. They could have just half-assed it,
Yeah.
but even for their like final works, this and ODST are just really well done.
I love
Everything-
ODST.
ODST is If I had to choose like a favorite campaign, probably ODST. ODST or CE. ODST is the best story.
I hate that they killed off the rookie in a novel.
Don't remind me. The rookie was such a... he wasn't much of a character, but he was you. You were the player, and it's really sad to see him killed.
Yeah, there's like so much you can do, and like
Especially with the, I like that he's not even like a regular just marine, but he's got like a little detective. Cool. Everything about him is like better than more detective stuff. Character aspects that not a lot of other first-person shooter characters. But no, guys, the insurgent with a pistol would shoot him in the back of the head.
there's one thing in Infinite, like with your custom character, how they did in Reach, it can work. Fuck you.
Yeah. There's a grunt who's left. He's the great threat.
It's Yap Yap the Destroyer.
Where'd it go?
But no, I feel like, you know, with your mute characters can be so fun. And just like, I don't know. There's something about the rookie and then Noble 6 that are just so much appeal. Because you're not a character, you're essentially you.
That's it. We got him.
And then some. Oh, Phantom.
Yep, there should also be a fun little falcon flying in with a bunch more marines.
Yep.
They stack there. Let's see if he can live very long. They usually croak pretty quick. Plus, I made the enemies very aggressive.
One elite miner on the left, and they're coming up the river.
Yep. The enemies are kind of random. Not quasi-random, but you have a set number of runts, jackals, and elites they can choose from. And what it chooses from is random. So sometimes you'll get a very relaxed wave. And other times you'll get ones like this.
Watch. Oh, fuck. I don't... Hey, you know what sucks? I don't have any ammo. I just have this Magnum.
Okay, well, we'll say by the fact that stuff
Elite, you faced one of the strongest Healy. Me, I got a firing squad.
Get ready,
on.
Marine.
I got a nice marine fire team. I'm all set. You're gonna hear a very loud voice line in a second or two, and it's purely because one of my friends got really mad with me when I told him I'm gonna make it backtracking. So I chose a very specific voice line to keep in, just to accurately express his reaction to realizing that he was gonna have to go all the way to the end. Don't know if I'll keep it in for the final level. It loves to lead with the energy sword. I don't know why.
They seem to like you today.
I've gotten around that for the last couple of Man, dude, that's
That was mine.
Oh, he's got to be taking a piss. We've just busted our asses to get to this LZ, and now they want us to go all the way back down.
That fits so perfectly.
I want to keep it. I know it won't be like a custom voice actor, and that's gonna be a bummer. But at the same time, there's no
It
way I can
works.
like replicate that line in any way, shape, or form.
Just that anger. We gotta walk all the way back. Oh shit.
Yeah, getting voice lines in these games is a task. The sound banks for this, unlike Halo 2 or Halo CE, which don't use sound banks, they just have a tag tied directly to
It's caps
like a
lock.
tag with a sound source that's tied directly to like a weapon.
Yeah.
For some reason, in Halo 3 onward, they decided they'd have something separate called a sound bank, which it also stored the sound event that the tags could then call upon instead. I think it's the save space, probably is, but the actual effect is that if it corrupts in the slightest way, shape, or form, you get no sound. And you know how easily it corrupts? Incredibly.
I bet.
So, I tried to add in the Aussie the first time, and I just thought, you know what, I'll do one big bulk import. I won't do it piecemeal, because how bad can it be? And it corrupted all of my sounds.
Oof.
So back to square one. And I must have gone through it like 10 or 20 times before I got it to a state where it wouldn't corrupt immediately. And I'll say it, I haven't fixed it, and I don't know if I ever will. In single player, and in multiplayer for this co-op, it has it so it says link up with the army, and here you can happily see some army troopers.
Yeah.
Very lovely. However, if you're in solo, it will still say link up with the army, but it will only spawn Marines instead, and that's because it's an oversight on my part because I wrote the text before I finished this section of the level.
Oh my god.
Fun tanks. Originally wanted to have Pelicans drop them off. If you look at this area, you'll notice something. Pelicans can't fit in here. Or at least not 4 of them can. So it was either have a script where one drops off each Scorpion at a time. That didn't sound very fun to me. Or you can have it where you just spawn them all in. So I'm lazy, and I figure spawn them all in rather than have a person sit there and wait.
Yeah. There's a suspension of disbelief.
All right, mate.
It's like, yeah, they dropped it off.
And then you get to this fun segment. Fun on normal. Higher difficulties is more of a pain.
I dread it.
It's fun in the sense that one of my friends demanded that I have a Scorpion in it. Because I think for Halos 1, 2, even 3, I kind of neglected the Scorpion outside of like their 12 levels.
We're clear.
He insisted I have a Scorpion at least for reach. So here it is. Very cool. And I don't think I'm ever doing this again because this took forever to set up without like having serious issues. There's so many dynamic paths the player can take, and I could, and accounting for them all, is a miserable experience. Stacker, Mr. Stacker, you're so youthful in this game. It's not like you're pushing 80 when you're doing the recordings in Reach. Oh, I'm gonna be stuck on this. I probably need to make a script to delete this barrier, because the
tank gets stuck.
The tank gets stuck really easily.
Or you just blast it away. I don't even think you can blast it away.
We'll try.
I just killed so many people backing up. I'm not going to turn around. This is a B&E. Hit and run. Oh, shit. This is what... Oh, let's... Oh, fuck it.
And navigating that
Very
one
good,
segment
sir.
so
You
bad.
have the controls?
I need you to leave it. More work.
I just got kept... Oh, I kept getting stuck on a rock.
So, funnily enough, this is like the most dynamic way. You can go a couple different ways in here and get different results. They are, none of which are very fun to make, and some of which are incredibly janky.
Wraith.
Wraith in our sector.
Ooh.
Oof.
Fire! It's not here!
Do I do what it is?
Enemy ghost down!
I keep going to press the secondary fire, like in Halo 2, and then I realize, no, that doesn't exist.
Yeah. I like having the option to change it yourself, but it's nice having someone to do this too.
Where'd it go?
It means I have 5 Marines on my vehicle instead of 4. That's the way it goes.
Oh.
Unlike the barrier, for some reason you can actually move. You can't move a barrier, but you can move a destroyed Phantom out of the way.
Oh.
I see one.
I'm doing my best to avoid so much blue on blue fire.
I'll let you take the lead for this last bit.
I'm not sure if you saw or not, but there was a lot of moments in CE where we would just constantly end up shooting each other.
Yeah,
We're about to
friendly
have
fire is an unavoidable part of life. Helldiver just taught me anything.
Oh yeah.
Ghost gas.
Nothing's greater at the getting killed by everybody's Eagle Strife.
I'm gonna shoot down this phantom.
Oh, it's gonna get ugly.
You're not getting away.
Boom!
Oh shit.
Oh, watch out for the. You're gonna bring a world of hurt down. Let's get to
Damn
it.
it! Oh!
Don't stop moving.
Yeah! Ah, another one for the chief! Fire! Grenade!
Oh. Well, I'm running out of Marines. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's not good. I'm aiming to the left.
Oh, is that all of them? Am I gonna be able to go through? Yep.
There you go.
Cheese my own encounter.
Oh, invisible elites. Damn spec ops.
Missions enough to use a few variety of videos.
Oh hey, the Marines we met are all dead.
Yep. Those are the scenery guys, like I showed you when I was in the editing kit. They're just set in dead body poses now. Which, for some reason, in Halo CE, they have pre-scripted like death poses you can put them in. But in all the other games, you have to like manually put them in special poses. One of the few annoying things, very few, scripting commands makes up for it though. Or command scripts. But yeah, that's all the work so far. Shockingly, I'm slow at making these. Been a while, but that's it. That's all she wrote for this.
Yeah.
There are minor terminal Easter eggs, and I think a few hidden weapons around maps. But those are more for people to find at their own discretion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this.
Oh yeah, it's been a blast. Thanks for offering. Not like I get. You're the first person to ask. It's fun making mods, and it's fun to talk about making them too. Mainly because it gives me the opportunity to gripe like nobody's business. But yeah, fun, very fun. I have a blast making mods, doing this. I wouldn't be making a Halo Reach mod if I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I will lament the fact that I couldn't just be lazy and make another campaign rehaul. I had to do actual work, but you know what? Everyone else, if you go on the workshop, you can find plenty of cool Halo Reach Marine mod.
My buddy was looking for some because we're like, oh, the guy who made the Infantry, he hasn't made a Reach one. So he was looking around and he was like, yeah, I found this one. It changes based off what your campaign Spartan has. And he was like, well, that one broke. And we just
I
couldn't.
think Improved Trooper is the only one that still works. I could be wrong. Improved Trooper. Yeah, it's Halo Reach Improved Trooper campaign by Marshall the One.
Yeah, I
that
think
allows you to customize your Marine a bit and do a lot of other stuff. Mine doesn't have customizable Marines because I'm a prude and I like having cool player characters. Also because I get really mad when I watched someone play through the YouTube videos for Halo Reach mod, and their Marine was like a horrible mix of orange, blue, and white, and I did not like it at all.
I think the screenshot he sent me was his Marine was like teal in all the wrong places, and it's like, why? God.
Yeah, it's Reach is pretty great with customization, but it's also can be a bane, especially if you're trying to make mods where you're playing as people who were never meant to be customizable. I I'll take it. I don't have to do the work for it. Um, I will say that getting the people are ragging on that mod because it doesn't have the ability to zoom. Listen, getting the ability to zoom to work in any third-person Halo mod is a miserable task, and I don't drop it on anyone. It took me forever to get mine to work, and that's because the guy who made the LMG tag, he was also trying to figure out how to get a third-person version to work because he wants to have you playing as around a Halo Wars Spartan in third person, and I thought that's really cool.
Oh yeah.
So me and him were back and forthing on some ideas on how to get it to work, and eventually someone brought forward the idea of screen effect. The guy who made the LMG tag got working first. I made my own version that works a bit differently, but it all is about the same at the end of the day. It's pedantic or semantics. Semantics. Um, I find it interesting he somehow managed to get the Marines to lower their weapons in these photos, but I'm also uh, I'd like to talk to the guy who made the improved trooper mod, but at the same time he's very closed off and doesn't like talking to people, and that's his right.
Yeah.
I'm just a bit bummed because he does have some things that I don't have.
I
On the other hand,
understand.
I have other things.
I understand that because while working on a big Fallout New Vegas mod, who isn't? Or just working on some
Oh,
mediocre. There's like there are points where it's like, man, I like what you have. You posted it because can I have it or can I include it? And they are like email for permission, and then they don't talk to anybody or you can't. It's like son of a bitch.
this is definitely coming from a person who usually is the one asking and not the one usually receiving the request to use stuff. I can't really understand the reason he's so guarded for all these assets.
Yeah.
I'll vent a little while. The worst vendor for me, and I'll be huffy about it, is because Rejected Shotgun has made fully working ODST pods for Halo Reach and just doesn't share them. I'd love to play with those.
But it's like no, it's mine, which it's their right.
Every right to. I have every right to be annoyed about it. But then there are plenty of other people who are very fun and make a lot of cool stuff for the public. My favorite one is an ongoing project in the Halo modding Discord to make Honda Civics for each of the Halo games.
Honda
Fun.
Civics.
Yeah, because they were concluded in the Halo TV show. And
No fucking way.
they were put in the
Hang
Halo
on, I'm
TV
looking this
show.
up. Halo
I'm pretty
TV
sure the
show.
Honda Civic is the.
Honda. Why is that the second search result? Well, that's 2 years ago. Where is it? Oh my god, I fucking see it! In the year, or whatever year Halo takes place, the Honda Civic outlasts everyone.
2552, the Honda
25.
Civic has beaten out every other vehicle to be the most popular. But yeah, that's probably gonna live on as a fun meme for a while.
But is there anything else you would like to add?
Uh, Closing remarks? No, I think that's about it. It's been fun.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I get to do this. Glad I got the chance to do this. I like talking to modders and letting them just share the process and learn about it because it's, modding is unappreciated at times, underappreciated. Just how much work goes into making something like, like Sea Marine, Sea Infantry.
Yeah. I'd say what I do is very much on the easier side of things. I feel bad for the people who put in a lot of time for stuff. Like I've seen Ruby, what's the other guy's name? Oh no, Mythic Jaqui. There's another great modder. What's his name? I can't remember it off the top of my head. Oh, Weaver 9000. These guys put a lot of time into their work, or 900, not 9000. People like them, they put a lot of time and a lot of effort into that, And it's just like you'll get like a 10-minute YouTube video that says, "Yeah, this is cool," and it sucks because you put in all that effort. Ultimate Firefight Sand Trap has so many lines of like code in it just to get
Oh,
that thing to work, and then have some people say like it's okay, but and then it's like, "Oh no, don't say that to anyone. This is so much work."
we played Ultimate Sand Trap, and I'm gonna get around to editing that footage. It was so much fun. It took a while, or I think it took my buddy pointing out how the voice lines are AI, yeah,
I
AI
didn't
voiced.
notice that for so long. I didn't realize that they were voiced by AI. I was so convinced you just had a really wooden voice.
Yeah,
And my friend said it's the YouTube Shorts voice.
I
No, it's
know.
not.
The second that he pointed out, I was like, "Oh no!" It's like I can't believe that this happened at Popeyes. It's like, no, it is. It is that guy.
Totally put one of those videos on a music bot just to prove it to me. I could not believe it. There's so much good work that goes into mods like that. Mythic Jaquiz's most impressive thing to me is like he's gotten gore into a lot of the Halo games, which takes a lot of effort because basically what he does is he takes like limbs and in Blender switches them so they're destructible, like how you'd see like a barrier or something, or like the sides of a scorpion tread falling off.
Yeah.
And he applies that to stuff like a grunt arm, and the fact that he gets that to work is impressive. Um, I don't know, maybe it's in case of imposter syndrome, but I feel bad for I feel bad sometimes seeing Halo 3 Trooper, which was my first mod, sits with 5,000 subscribers, very near the top of the most subscribed list, and it's over top a lot of mods that put in a heavy amount of work. Um,
I think we've played CE Trooper, not CE Trooper, Halo 3 Trooper, and like a few like three one-offs or two one-offs.
there are quite a few. There's a couple Halo 3 mods. Some are in first person. Mine are in third because I think I said before I like seeing the animations for the Marines, and I like seeing that I'm a Marine.
Yeah,
So,
because
uh,
it's easy to just change the first person model, I assume.
well, you just need the hands. Like, if I wanted to, I could hop into Halo 3 ODST, grab the hand model, flip it, go to Halo 3, and then say, "Boop, look, now you're a Marine," and sort of wave my hands and be done with it.
Call it
Um,
a day.
or I could just set it up so you're a Marine and you have the exact same values of in health, like jump height, everything as a chief. And I don't know. It's not the same to me though. It's not fun. It's fun is supposed to be the challenge of it, and part of the challenge is being janky like one. Uh, Halo 2 is the only exception to that. I think you probably noticed from whenever you played. You're very responsive in Halo 2, and that's because I had to use a very reactive, create a very reactive version. Otherwise, some of the missions break.
From what we
Uh,
played of Halo 2, I might cut this bit out, but because we were wondering how are we gonna be in the elite missions, and then the second that we found out that we were honor guard, I think that's what they are.
yep.
There was so many wart jokes. I think at one point we turned into Warhammer, and we were just constantly cracking up like, brother, I have been bitten. Brother,
Oh,
does she wart?
yeah, original version of Halo 2 Trooper did not have the elite missions. I didn't think there was a point to them because who wants to play as the elite? We just want to play as the Marines. But for some reason, I decided, you know what? We'll put the honor guard in because the honor guard looks cool,
They
and why
do
not
look
play as
cool.
them? And then I also brought that over to Halo 3 Trooper for a few custom missions. He's in which ones? He's in two of them. Then tragically, the worst thing for any modder, and I guess any consumer of a mod, strikes, and that is boredom. And I got bored with the Halo 3 engine after making 3 levels in it that were custom, or 7 levels in it that were custom. I had one, two. Let me count off that map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 custom levels along with the base campaign. That was the most I did. And originally I wanted to do 3 for every game. Uh, yeah, but playing as Elite's pretty cool, or at least the Honor Guard, just because it's a novelty. I don't see it very often, and playable Elites don't really get much respect anymore.
No,
Feel
they've
like
been
there
written
was a
out.
Reach, and that was it. Reach was their last send-off, and even then they didn't get much customization. Never played as a playable elite, but they were great for machinima, especially. I
Oh
can
yeah,
go off on a tangent. Like
I
having
remember
around the
Rise of the Spartans machinima. That was so long ago.
yep,
Jesus, how long
that
ago was
was
that?
years ago.
That was my childhood. Great, now I'm gonna look it up. Jesus, Halo Reach, Rise of the Spartans machinima. About to age myself. 7 years ago. Fuck.
That's sooner than I thought, huh? Um, but it really sucks that with Halo 4 Forward, they have not really given the elites much love. I know they gave them new custom armors for Halo 3, and I know they had stuff in the Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer suite, which really wasn't much at all. I'll lament that. Halo 2 the Anniversary multiplayer was pretty fun.
Yeah,
Well, it was
especially the way
live.
they uh threw in some stuff.
Yeah, cool silenced SMG, assault rifle, stuff that was not in the originals. Um, hmm. But yeah, those elites went bye-bye after that, and I think Machinima suffered the most for it. You can't really do a lot of cool Covenant on human warfare when there are no
When there is no
Covenant.
covenant.
Uh, lament the lament the state of some of the games. Dang, I knew that would happen eventually. um, it's inevitable with talking about Halo, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, but playable elites, figured I'd include them, even if they were never something I'd play as myself normally. Uh, Halo 2, you'll notice a familiar player model appear, or semi-familiar player model appear in the custom missions for Halo 2 and Halo 3. I can thank some of the people who added customizable shaders for Marines in Halo 2 and some custom helmets. And what else was there? And Halo 3, Weaver 900 came in clutch and gave me one of his custom models. But let me just say, those CE Marines are not confined to CE and Reach or styled Marines.
Really?
Yeah, I think all three of my custom levels for Halo 2, you play as one. For two of my Halo 3 levels, you play as a CE Marine. And obviously for Halo Reach, you've got a bunch where you're like that. CE Assault Rifle makes reappearances. You've seen them. I love it. I love that weapon, and I will make every effort to re-include it in every mod I make.
It will never rest. It must always keep finishing the fight.
It is the workhorse of the UNSC. It is a great weapon, and it only appears in one game.
It's weird that when Halo Infinite came back, the assault rifle they brought in was it's pretty much the Reach model, and then like sometime a couple months ago they added in the CE, a brand new CE model.
Yeah, it's a CE model, but still keeps the 36 ammo count.
Yeah,
So meh.
meh, not the
Even
same.
I was gonna say, Halo 5, there's a missed opportunity where they had an extended mags attachment for the assault rifle, and it's 54 rounds rather than 60.
Ugh, you're on the cusp of perfection.
So close, yet you messed it up at the end. Fun, fun, fun. A lot of fun. But Halo modding's great. I think it's probably the only reason the MCC still has the big player count it is. God forbid people try to play a regular multiplayer with all the hackers running about in it.
Is there really
Um,
hackers in the multiplayer?
for MCC, I have heard pretty negative things, seen quite a few negative videos about it. I don't play the multiplayer much anymore, mainly because I've shifted more towards playing, like, at least for multiplayer games I'm playing that, I'm going to be playing something like Helldivers, Deep Rock Galactic. I like playing co-op shooters now, I guess. Not so much the competitive side.
Yeah.
Can't really make more campaign mods than multiplayer. Plus, I'll say it here, 343, add custom servers, because no way you can play modded in multiplayer. without like getting a big friend group together.
Yeah. I feel like that would definitely extend the just more people playing MCC. It's just like, yeah, give us a custom server. Oh, you don't have
Yeah,
the mod? We'll just install it, then load you in.
that'd be nice. I'd like that. I would really like that. A lot of other games can do it. I'd say why can't the MCC? But I've noticed the MCC can be a bit testy with what it allows and what it doesn't.
Well, I'm glad that we had this interview, and eventually, whenever I get around to Halo 2, 3, we'll definitely come back. What did I
Been a pleasure. I wish you the best of luck in your YouTube career or whatever you choose to call it. Thanks for interviewing me,
Of course.
and the best of luck to you, Sour, and anyone else you bring on your crew for the rest of your adventures through Halo and other games.
And if you ever make anything else, just let us know, and happily we'll check it out.
I will. I'll try to make sure everyone knows. Hopefully, I can get more done for Reach. 3 missions is not is not going to be the maximum this time around, like it is for CE. I have plans for more. It's just a matter of doing it. That's the
Yeah.
worst part.
Thinking about it is the easy part. Doing it is the worst.
Yeah. All right.
All
Well, it's
right.
been a pleasure. I'll let myself out. Um, and we'll see you when you're done with Halo 2.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
See you around.
Hey Wolves, thanks for watching the video. If you would like, subscribe. Or if not, then well, I honestly don't know why you're still watching. Oh, check out some of the other videos we've made. And leave us suggestions below.